7 months gone by, still no charges against a man who did not have a driver's license when he hit and killed a 10-year-old boy outside Campbell Elementary School in Springfield. One of the most difficult things for those close to the situation, they tell us, is watching the man behind the wheel on that day get behind the wheel again today. Sarah Forheads has the latest.
He still talks about him, and sometimes he'll ask me where he's at.
Mary Brynforder has moved from sadness to anger. Her son was a friend of Riddick Tudor. She's upset that it's been 7 months since Riddick died, and still no charges against the man accused of killing him.
I don't know if everyone got all their ducks in a row, or they're just got partial ducks.
This man, Lonnie Yeager, was behind the wheel last September when police say he plowed into 5 people just outside the school playground, 2 staff members and 3 students, killing Riddick, who was only 10 years old.
What we've heard about his medical issues, that he shouldn't be driving at all.
Yeager had previously been arrested for driving without a license, driving while intoxicated, and he told police that he had a brain injury years prior and has never had a valid license.
Shocking. Very shocking.
That case against him was somehow recently dismissed. We went out this morning and captured this, Lonnie Yeager driving again. And parents tell us he's been doing so for months. But tonight we've learned it's perfectly legal. The Department of Revenue tells us they issued him a valid license just 2 weeks ago. Mary is asking how.
I think the doctors don't know what they're doing, or the DMV don't know what they're doing.
We stopped by Lonnie's house today to talk to him about how he got a license when he has a court-ordered guardian and the courts have deemed him incapacitated. He was home but would not come to the door. So many still wanting answers in an increasingly disturbing case.
When will we know? Why is it fair for him to not be charged?
We can tell you, Springfield police tell us they turned over the case to the Greene County prosecutor back on February 1st. Neither police nor the prosecutor's office would do an interview with us on camera today, but the prosecutor tells us this case is very complicated. The Department of Revenue, which oversees the licensing bureaus in the state, says its office has not received any sort of court order or conviction that would deny Yeager.
KY3 and KSBR News starts now.
Good evening. The driver accused of hitting and killing a Springfield boy more than 7 months ago has tonight lost his license. I'm Steve Grant.
I'm Lisa Rose. It's an update to a story KY3 and KSBR have been following since September. That's when 10-year-old Riddick Tudor was hit and killed outside Campbell Elementary. 4 others were hurt. When this happened, Lonnie Yeager did not have a valid Missouri driver's license. Records from another case years ago involving Yeager showed he admitted to police back then he wasn't supposed to be driving because he had a traumatic brain injury, and that's why he did not have a license. Well, earlier this week, we showed you video of Yeager behind the wheel, still driving around the school. But when we asked police, they said Yeager has a valid driver's license now, issued just 2 weeks ago.
We asked the Department of Revenue how he could get a license, and they said there was seemingly nothing on his record. However, after our story ran, the Greene County prosecutor informed the department of when Yeager was deemed incapacitated and that he should not have a legal driver's license. The prosecutor says the Department of Revenue will revoke it. Keep in mind, Yeager has not been charged with anything involving the Campbell School crash. And happening now, a big grass fire over in...
Riddick Tudor's family tells KY3 News they're devastated. The man who killed their son continued to get behind the wheel after that crash and was then able to get a valid Missouri driver's license. Lonnie Yeager was driving the car that careened out of control, pinning 10-year-old Riddick Tudor to the schoolyard fence, killing him. When a KY3 investigation earlier this month revealed Yeager was licensed, even though the courts had ruled him incapacitated, his license has since been revoked after our report aired. However, he still has not been charged criminally.